Hey guys, Thomas Leroy here. Well, I didn't have a great day yesterday. It seemed like, that dark thing had tried to climb up on me and it seemed like it was trying to make me sick or something. But strangely enough, I sort of felt sleepy the entire day. And that's something that the cool chick did to me at one point. Something that came with it. I've had it done to me at different times and in different places, and it was starting to happen again today, and I prayed against it. And I will tell you, whoever's trying to do that to me, you don't want to, because I will. The results will not be what you want, and there'll be the stuff that'll come back for you on that will be very, very unpleasant. So leave off, or else. It's just as simple as that. Because we don't want to play that game anymore. I saw the other day the idiot, one of the idiots was talking about a family feud and all that stuff. And again, I'm not a member of the darkness. The darkness is not my family. I'm not given to the darkness. I'm not of the darkness, but instead of the light. And I am going to be leaving the darkness as it was always planned I should do. And we're going to go up and out of that, and we're going to, quote, make it, or whatever we have to do to be done with the darkness once and for all. I started to sign up for X yesterday or the day before, and I got the application, but I didn't sign up for it. And then all this stuff about Elon happened yesterday, where he's talking shit. And as soon as he goes against Trump, his credibility just goes through the floor. No one will listen to him again after that. Seems to me like what it is his darkness, probably. And, since he's dark MAGA or talked about it, was talking like that, I'm thinking he must be of darkness. And of course, that explains the entire fantasy thing that he's been doing, which is a fantasy. It's a fantasy life, fantasy stuff, with the guy in the Corvette, in the space. It's all game. But if he's darkness, then well, go on, just leave off, continue on. Because here's the thing: we're not family, and we're not in partnership at all. I am not in partnership with anything of darkness, not anything of the night, shadow, fire, or magic. Those are not my people. That's not my friends. That's not part of my family tree. If you're of the light, that's who I am from. That's what my family's about. That's who we are. But this other stuff, no. Again, we never gave consent to any kind of partnership. And I do renounce, reject, refuse, repudiate, and rebuke in the name of the King of Kings any such agreements that are supposed by the enemy, because we have no agreements with anything of darkness, nor shall we. We don't do business with them, because apparently, there's no way to actually have a sit down and a conversation and set terms, and you know what? The things that were involved with me, I was still accosted by the other night, with its contentiousness and shittiness and its entitlement and its narcissistic manipulation. It was spoiling for a fight. And I felt some stuff from it, and I was very surprised at the moment, and I was a little bit taken back because of what I was experiencing in the exchange. Later, as the smile returned to my face a few minutes later, and I began reflecting, I realized I was just picking up all the crap that was in there. There's no soul in there, I don't think. I think that's the problem with a lot of them, is they don't have a soul. And that's what it is that, they're like, well, you've got something we don't have, and it's true. I've got something that you don't have and you can't replicate no matter what you do, because you're of the damn darkness. You're not of the light. There's not any way you can replicate it. And there's all, you've been doing a lot of criminal stuff, which is counting against you. So the thing of it is I don't care about this world. I truly told you 100 times. Didn't want to invest in a dark world, didn't want to invest in dark people. I formed no partnership with any of them, nor am I going to. I am a light on its way back to the light. I know God people. They beam like there's nothing else. I mean, once you know these people, you don't want anything else but to end with them, to end with our Father in heaven. Sky, heaven, light. That's what it's all about. Whatever happens to this world is what happens to this world. Now, I'm going to fare well and profit and do, I'll just do very well regardless. Remember, it doesn't matter if it's a recession or worse. There's always people still making money. I'm going to be one of those that is still profiting. If any of this continues on, hopefully we'll be able to discontinue all of it, move on out and away from it, and be done with it. Because what did we actually want? First time we answered that question was we wanted to know Jesus. Okay, all right. So we did get to know Jesus. And then the second thing we wanted was to leave without a need of return. And to go where these others of darkness and hate and fire, magic, and all that ridiculousness do not go. In other words, we would like to move on to where the humans go and leave all the jungle inhabitants behind. God love you and God keep you. You know I'm going to, all of you of light and all of you of the day that are good, not trying to pull off this, oh, I'm of the day, but I'm still going to be a tarot reader or a witch, or I want to use quotes from the Bible as like a spell, because those people are all, those are the same people that get to the end of it and go, but, and he goes, you didn't even try, really. Did you know me? Did you ask for me to live with you and live through you? Did you give control over to me? Did you give yourself over to the light? And this is the thing about all these ones that are acting like they do, is, well, of course the light don't want them. They're full of hate, and if you're full of hate and you're in blackness, and there's nothing inside but a black, empty, it's just a shell full of blackness, and probably got a black heart even if you got one. That means you already made all the choices to go the other way, and there's no, as far as I know, there's no coming back from it. Especially not with the attitudes that I've seen. I mean, seriously, it's, you hear these stories and stuff, but it's exactly the same thing each and every time. I took damage. It wasn't a whole lot or anything, but still, I did take damage. In other words, something stabbed me in the back. And it's as though they can't help themselves because they're so full of hate for what it is they can never be, and full of hate. You can't even consider them humans at all anymore. It's like, how many demons run you, This thing I ran into the other night with all its contentiousness, it just simply, it was nothing. There's nothing there except that program running, that hateful program. And I don't think it's capable of love. And I don't think there's much love, if any, in any of them. And it's, again, I've been saying no for like 18 years or 16 years or something, This is not a thing that we're doing. Again, we renounce it and reject it, refuse it, and repudiate it, and rebuke it too in the name of King of Kings. We don't have any agreements with any of the darkness. We're not married to any of the darkness. We're certainly not doing this true love thing where, the evil darkness people get to, walk over you and have access to you and hurt you and harm. No, we don't want any kind of arrangement with the darkness whatsoever. We don't want to be susceptible or open to anything of the darkness, you see. That's why we've been praying against it for the last 16, 17 years or something. Once we started figuring out what was happening a little. Well, guys, thanks a lot for your support. And thanks a lot for your prayers. And thanks for more money and power, please. Thank you so much we're getting us up there higher and making us untouchable to everything that is of hate and fire and magic. God bless.